Italian Festival this Saturday.
Yes.
I'm not going to read this proclamation because it says a bunch of stuff that everybody knows already, but there's a bunch of Italian Americans here. Ro, I don't know if there's anything you want to say
I'll say a few
in
words.
advance of this weekend?
Yes. Okay, so yes, just like the mayor said, we are having our first Italian Heritage Day celebration on October 19th, 5 p.m. in the middle of town at Michael Mori Park. And we have a lot of things going on, so please, everyone is welcome. But when I was thinking about this specific celebration and proclamation, I'll say a few words in Italian, okay? It says, Il destino è forte, sacrificio ti guida. It means destiny is strong, but sacrifice will drive you. And that's where my parents came from, just in really leaving their homeland and coming here, and so many other people, you know, and many other cultures. But I just really am very proud to be able to be part of this community. I grew up here, and just being able to you know, really just share life with other cultures. And I love Roselle Park. So thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Council, for this. And that's it.
I'll save this for this Saturday.
Yes.
And maybe we can give it to Nicole or somebody.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool.
Yep.
Cool? All right.
Thank you.
Round of applause for Italian Americans. And unfortunately, we don't have anybody to accept it, but we also just want to recognize that this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Obviously, it is important to get checked and be aware and, you know, take your precautions, and early detection is key with most cancers, so go get checked. Do we have Senator George Helmy's office?
I just got a call and they're like scrambling to get here.
Okay. Okay.
So if they come.
Yeah, all right, well, if they come, we can pick it up then. Okay, may I have a motion to approve meeting minutes pending any corrections?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion that bills and payrolls be not read and passed for payment?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to open the public portion on agenda items only?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If you'd like to come up and speak on agenda items only, you may do so now.
Hello. George Ramirez, 500 East Clay Ave. The storm sewer cleaning, what's that for? What storm sewers will they clean?
Yeah, do you want to, I mean, I could go through it, but Andrew's probably,
So it's just system-wide. The focus will be predominantly on the east side, where there are the most problems, going from Lehigh Avenue all the way down to the stretch by Locust Street. It's kind of serpentines around the east side, so that'll be the main focus. But this is a per diem rate, more or less $200,000, which is from the American Rescue Plan money that the borough received.
Okay. And how much of that, so the full 200,000?
200,000 will be used, yeah. It comes out to the way we have it calculated with the rate and the bid that's being awarded or would be awarded if the governing body approves it. It'll be around 20 days worth of work.
All right, cool. All right, thank you.
anybody else? Agenda items? I'm seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public portion on agenda items?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Okay, we did reports last month, right, or last meeting? Yeah, go for it. Yep.
Yeah, Mayor, I gave my report at the last meeting. I just want to note, as the clerk, this is the last meeting before the election. I cannot underscore the importance enough for people to vote. What I say to people all the time, I really, truly do not care how you vote. I only care that you do vote. I'm appreciative of everybody who came to voter registration deadline on Tuesday and everybody who is registered. If you are registered and you're confused about how to vote, if you have a vote by mail ballot, you don't know what to do, my office will not tell you who to vote for, but we will tell you how to vote and cast your ballot. So please, if you have any questions or are confused in any way, the Borough Clerk's office number is 908-245-6222, extension 78. You'll get anybody in my office who can answer those questions. Otherwise, Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Polling places are open throughout the municipality that day for in-person voting, and we hope you do vote, so
Yeah.
please do. Thank
Looks
you.
like turnout's going to be big this year. We already have, I just checked, like half of the VBMs have already been sent back, which is very out of the ordinary for this time during the election cycle. Usually we're chasing them. So good, get registered, go vote. May I have a motion to accept the reports of departments as submitted?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to take ordinance number 2789 from the table for further consideration?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to table this until Chief Reno gets back
Cool.
for further discussion.
Just procedurally speaking, the motion is to remove it from the table. So if you're going to table it, you would vote no on this motion, it would stay tabled.
That's probably the easiest then. If you wanted to stay tabled, then just vote it down.
It does not vote the ordinance down, it just does not remove it from the table.
Okay. That's good. So I guess I need a roll call on the motion to take it off the table.
Yes.
Okay. Call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
No.
Councilman Johnson. So the motion,
Do you
so
wanna-
the,
do
so
you
right
wanna-
now, the motion on the floor is to untable it, right? It's for further consideration this evening. Voting no would mean that it stays tabled and there'll be no action this evening. Voting yes would mean that it is taken from the table and
We
there is
discuss it
subject to further consideration on a motion to adopt. No. Councilman Signorello.
No.
Councilman Rabina.
No.
Councilwoman Lyons.
No.
Councilman Patel.
No.
6 votes in the negative. The motion to remove the item from the table is not agreed to, and the ordinance remains tabled.
I think it's a first in 6 years. Okay, please read ordinance number 2793 by title.
Yes, Mayor, ordinance 2793 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending Chapter 22 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park, Fire Prevention and Protection, establishing Section 3 thereof to be entitled Electric Bike/Scooter Charging.
May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance number 2793?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Maybe like to come up and speak specifically on this ordinance? I'm seeing, cool. I'm seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2793?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion? Why? Just call the roll. Jeez, or all in favor?
Yeah, all in favor.
Aye.
Great.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2793?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion? I'm seeing none. Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello. Yes. Councilman Rabina.
Yes.
Why am I so confused right now? Oh, Councilman that's why I'm confused. Councilman Johnson, I apologize. Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
Did I skip anybody? No. All right, good. 6 in the affirmative. The motion is agreed to and the ordinance is adopted.
Cool. Do I need a motion to go back into let?
No, you can
Okay.
just
Do you want to?
administrate.
You're coming up from Senator Helmy's office? Yeah, come on up. Yep. Joe's good. Sir's too serious.
Do we need a motion to move out of order?
No.
No, we're good. We're good.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
think
good.
This mic's on, unless you want to stand.
It's the easiest way to the camera to see you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, member of the council, mayor, residents. My name is Michael Gray. For many of the residents not know me, I used to be the former district director to the late Congressman Donald Ping Jr. And since Senator Helming got into office, part of his agenda is to touch as many constituents as possible. And there are several services that our office provide. And I just want to just briefly just highlight some of these services that will help member of the city council, the mayor, and also residents of this beautiful city. So for issues that deals with legislation and like resolution, you can contact the Washington DC office and they are responsible for that. But when it comes to issue like constituent services that covers like casework and events, is the New Jersey office. So I just wanted to highlight some of the issues that we can cover. We know there are lots of veterans in your in your beloved borough that have done great things, and sometimes they face issue in terms of getting their benefits. And our responsibility is we have a congressional liaison to the veteran services, and we can help to mitigate those kind of issues. It could be issues that deals with health care, educational services that deals with disability, sometimes funeral benefits. I know many of you have heard about the military academy. It's a very prestigious academy. It's equivalent to that of Ivy League institutions. So our office, the office of Senator Helming, can help your nieces, your nephews, your children, your citizens to enroll in these institutions. Some of the institutions are like West Point, the Naval Academy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard, Merchant and Marine Academy. And those are all institutions that prepare young people for the job of today and also the job of tomorrow. Currently, the senator is currently reviewing like 300 plus applications along with the staff, and he's trying to get some New Jersey youth into that particular program. So sometimes you might face issue in terms of Social Security. Social Security covers lots of aspect in terms of disability, and sometimes like senior citizens. If you have an issue with that particular agency, we can like serve as a liaison, and also when it comes to like Medicare issues or Obamacare issues. In addition, sometimes people are faced with issues that deal with hard issues, and these are issues that we can help with. Department of Housing and Urban Development issues in terms of maybe like housing discrimination, bad landlord, or even mortgage issues. Sometimes citizens face issues with late mortgage payment, and we have that responsibility to advocate on the constituent behalf. There could be provision where we could help the resident in terms of catching up with their issue when it comes to like mortgage and payment. I just want to touch on immigration also. Immigration is a very important aspect. Many people want to file for family members, or like maybe like churches want to like bring in pastors, which is religious visa, or issues that deals with like political asylum and refugee issue, family-based petition, mother filing for children, children filing for mother. These are all issues that we can help to address. And to the city council, so sometimes you try to apply for like federal grant. We try to encourage you that don't do it alone. You can contact the senator office. They can give you a letter of support that you can attach to your application for federal grant, and that can help substantially. Maybe you want to visit the White House, or your children want to visit the White House. We can plan like a White House trip or the trips to the Capitol. So I can go on, but even like small business. So many businesses in your area need access to capital. We can help you in terms of connecting with a small business administration, or maybe businesses in your city wants to do international trade. We can connect you with the Department of Commerce. So to contact the Washington D.C. office, the number is 202-224-4744, 202-224-4744. For this Georgia City office, the number is 973-645-3030. The Georgia City office is 973-645-3030. And we'll have another office in Barrington, and the number is 856-757-5353. 856-755353. And to contact Senator Helming, maybe you want to have a meeting with him. You can go to his website. It's Helming, HELMY.senate.gov, HELMY.senate.gov. You can share your opinion, you can make requests, and you can ask for some of the services that we have. So I have some privacy waiver here. I can leave with the member of the city council and the mayor. So if you have constituents that face this issue, please. Senator Helming wants to be of help to you. He's a very proactive member of the Senate. That is why I'm here. I've been going to different cities to let you know about these services, free services that your constituent can benefit from. So I'm open to any question you may have.
Any questions?
No, I just wanted to thank you for coming and sharing that information, Mr. Gray. We appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you, Mayor, and the member of the council for the wonderful job you do for the people of Roselle Park.
Take it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay. We got done with 2793, right?
Yes.
Okay. Please read ordinance number 2794 by title.
Yes, Mayor. Ordinance 2794 is an ordinance for second reading and public hearing, an ordinance amending Chapter 7, Section 17 of the Code of the Borough of Roselle Park entitled Residential Permit Parking.
May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance number 2794?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Would anybody like to come up and speak on this ordinance? I'm seeing no one. May I have a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2794?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2794?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Signorello.
Yes.
Councilman Robina.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons.
Yes.
Councilman Patel.
Yes.
6 votes in the affirmative, Mayor. The ordinance is adopted.
All matters with an asterisk are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the council and be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the governing body so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of the general orders. Please read all resolutions listed on the consent agenda by title.
Yes, Mayor. Resolution 24424 is authorizing extension of the grace period for second payment of sewer utility bills for the year 2024 until December 31st, 2024. Resolution 24524 is authorizing a lease with Dowling's Irish Pub and Restaurant for 3 off-street parking stalls located within municipal parking lot number 1 in an amount of $1,186 through January 31st, 2025. Resolution 24624 is authorizing extension of the 2024 Farmers Market through November 27th, 2024. Resolution 24724 is awarding a contract with Cefelli & Son General Construction, Inc. for the project improvements to Avon Street and Berwyn Street pursuant to the base bid in an amount not to exceed $440,542.50. Resolution 24824 is awarding a contract to National Water Main Cleaning Company for the project miscellaneous storm sewer cleaning and televising pursuant to the base bid in an amount not to exceed $200,000. Resolution 24924 is authorizing the Borough Clerk to auction unclaimed vehicles, and Resolution 25024 is authorizing the Borough Clerk to auction vehicles no longer needed for public use.
Okay, are we pulling anything?
Yes, Mayor, I would like to pull 244-24 and 247-24.
Sounds good. Any further ones? Okay, may I have a motion to approve the resolutions remaining on the consent agenda?
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adopt resolution 244-24?
So move.
Second?
Is there any discussion?
Yes, I didn't get a chance to finish conversating with Andrew and Ken. I just want Ken just to go through, just for clarity, to make sure that I'm grasping this correctly. This extension will basically continue all the way until December 31st. However, if the sewer second payment isn't paid by the 31st, then the resident will be on the hook for interest up starting from October 31st. Is that correct?
It would be October 1st. Okay. Reverts back to.
Sorry. Okay, then I'm good. Thank you for clarity, and thank you. You guys captured what I wanted. Thank you.
Cool. Any further discussion?
Yeah, are we gonna send out a postcard?
Oh my goodness.
yes. On this?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, so there's been some discussion offline about this. There wasn't a clear consensus, right? So I hope the governing body appreciates when I tell them no off the record, it's because there's not a consensus. It does appear that there is a consensus, or at least there would be in this room. One of the reasons why I didn't bring this back up and dialogue with you guys, between the last meeting and now, is there was this on the table pending potential another extension. So we didn't want to send a mailer out that said October 31st and then have to then revise that and spend double on a mailing to say December 31st. So unless there is a vocalized objection now, I think Ken and I are of the mindset that, assuming this is approved, we would move forward with a postcard mailing to all ratepayers. If we can segregate, I don't know if we can segregate out those who haven't paid, but we'll deal with that at a later point. To remind them that it will be interest-free until December 31st, and if they don't pay, as Councilman Johnson said, by December 31st, they will be hit with interest retroactively back to the due date of October 1st. So it'll just be a friendly reminder. It seems like the governing body is broadly supportive of that, and be happy to hear any objection. Well, not happy, but if there are any objections, please speak now or forever hold your peace. The mailing will go out. Noted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Signorella?
Yes.
Councilman Rabina?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
6 votes affirmative, Mayor. The resolution
Good
is
job,
adopted.
Conjo.
May I have a motion to adopt Resolution 274-24?
So move.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yes, not trying to belabor, but this is one of the first projects that I was trying to kick off when I first ran back 4 or 5 years ago. I'm just happy to see it come to fruition finally. I did take the opportunity to try to get a few congressional letters of support, but that grant is very aggressive, and unfortunately, due to the half streets, that grant got crushed. So I'm just happy to see this finally come to fruition. Avon and Berwyn, this has been one of the longest fights that I have for you advocating. So I thank Andrew for sticking with me throughout the whole process, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any further discussion?
Yes.
Please call the roll.
Councilman Petrosky?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Yes.
Councilman Signorella?
Yes.
Councilman Rabina?
Yes.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Yes.
Councilman Patel?
Yes.
6 votes affirmative, Mayor. The resolution is adopted.
Okay, reports of Borough Council / committees. Start with Council President.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, October 5th, I attended the Indian Festival. Very great turnout. I want to thank Reuben Shaw for all he did. It seemed like everyone had a good time, and it was well attended. On the 15th, I attended the recreation meeting. Most of the conversation was about the Halloween and also basketball. Okay, today I attended the joint sewer, and we voted to replace the fiberglass staircase, which is outdated and needed to be replaced. Okay, Halloween for the recreation will be Sunday, October 20th, at the Anthony Signorella Youth Center, 234 Chestnut Street, from 12 to 2. Costumes from infant to 8th grade. So please attend. Also, 4 Centuries in a Weekend is this weekend at the museum, which is located on East Grand Avenue. It's Saturday, October 19th from 12 to 5, and Sunday, October 20th from 12 to 5. Okay, again, please keep Paul DeVito in your prayers and everything. And also, if you can, help the American Legion the best they can. We're always trying to help our veterans. And Councilman, again, thank you for your service. I appreciate it. If you need to get a hold of me, you can get me at jpetrosky@rosellepark.net, 908-666-7821. Mayor, that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Johnson.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. My report is going to be very short. I just wanted to say, I just wanted to recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It really means a lot to me, especially because my sister passed away from breast cancer. I like what Union County is doing. They're encouraging all their employees to wear pink tomorrow on Friday, and I just want to encourage the borough to do the same. For the second announcement that I would like to make is I would like to personally thank Joe Petrowski for his continuous advocation on behalf of the American Legions. We've been facing issues trying to resolve and dilapidation of the post, and although I've done a lot, you need a team to really efficiently work out a lot of the kinks and things, and you just were truly amazing. I appreciate everything that you've done for advocating on behalf of Post 60 in the process, and now we're going to be in a process of getting new steps, and we wouldn't be able to do that without your networking, and we appreciate you, and you know our financial means is very minimal at this time. So I'm going to talk to you guys offline later on. I have a couple of ideas, but I want to formulate it and make sure it's well put together. But I just want to thank you personally. That really concludes my report. If anybody needs to get in contact with me, you can email me at gjohnson@rosellepark.net, or you can contact me via phone, 908-303-1519, and that concludes my report.
Mayor, can
Yep.
I just add one thing?
Sure.
Okay, also, I want to thank Adolfo De Cosmo. He was able to get the business agent for the Bricklayers Union to do the work for nothing. Free labor
So huge.
and everything. And also, I was able to contact Hunter's Lumberyard over in Roselle on First Avenue in Locust, and they're going to donate all the material. So they're going to get their steps done for free. So,
Love it. Wow.
so
awesome.
I appreciate Adolfo, and I also appreciate Hunters for what they're doing for the Post 60 in Roselle Park.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Lyons?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, residents. Like I said, October 19th, 5 p.m., please come to the Italian Heritage Festival. We're going to have a great time, and it's going to be 70 degrees during the day, so thank God for good weather. Also, October 30th, Mischief Night. We had such an amazing time last year, and it's coming back, so please definitely come to that. I think it starts at 6:30, and that is October 30th. And October 26th, the Fall Festival for the library is happening. Please check them out on Facebook or their website. I know there's going to be a petting zoo, so please bring the kids there. And that's actually my report. If you need to contact me, our lions@rosellepark.net or 908-726-8773. Thank you.
Breezing through this. Councilman Patel?
Yes, good evening. The Environmental Commission held its second repair cafe at the high school cafeteria on October 5th. Volunteers successfully repaired more than 25 items on behalf of residents. The event was another success, and they expect to host their next cafe in winter. So stay tuned for the updates. Later that day, the annual festival in India was fantastic celebration filled with dancing throughout the night. Earlier this week, there was an accident on West Clay due to speeding. I want to remind all residents to please slow down. If you're running late, remember you're already late. It's better to arrive safely. That's all I have. Have a good night. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me at kpatel@rosellepark.net. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Jay, you want to keep the short reports rocking and rolling?
Maybe not, we'll find out. Good evening, Roselle Park. As we enter October, it's crucial to acknowledge several important observances. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, the conclusion of Hispanic Heritage Month, and the start of Italian Heritage Month. Additionally, October marks Fire Prevention Month, a time to enhance awareness about fire safety and protect our homes and families. I echo our Councilman at Large's sentiment by encouraging all residents to install smoke alarms in every bedroom, hallway, and on each level of your home, including basements. In light of these fire safety concerns, I advocated for Ordinance 2793, which passed this evening, amends Chapter 22 of the Borough Code regarding fire prevention and protection. This ordinance includes a new section addressing electrical bike and scooter charging. The legislation aims to strengthen our fire safety protocols, protecting both residents and our volunteer firefighters. This includes requirements for electrical installations, fire prevention measures, and safety protocols related to battery charging. My family in the FDNY knows the dangers firsthand, as in 2023 alone, 268 New York City fires were attributed to lithium-ion batteries, many linked to e-bikes. Alarmingly, 59% of these fires occurred while the batteries were not charging. As we see more people using e-bikes and scooters in our community, I'm working hard to stay ahead of the curve. If you own an e-bike or e-scooter, ensure the batteries are UL listed. Look for the Underwriter Laboratories mark when purchasing devices, as this indicates compliance with nationally recognized safety standards. Illegal and unregulated batteries may be cheaper, but they pose serious risks and contribute to many fires. In recent weeks, I've enjoyed engaging with residents one-on-one and hosting meet and greet events, similar to those held earlier this year. I deeply appreciate everyone who's reached out and supported my efforts to represent our community over the past 3 years. Many have commended my commitment to professionalism, respect, and thoroughness, regardless of political affiliation. I want to highlight the importance of bipartisan collaboration in local government. It allows us to prioritize community needs over party politics. Local elections should focus on practical issues such as public safety and infrastructure, which transcend party lines. Ultimately, it's about serving the best interest of our community as a whole. Fifth Ward residents, as your councilman, and as my constituents already know, I prefer to focus on facts and solutions. I want to emphasize the importance of collaboration and informed, thoughtful decision-making. Our community thrives when we come together, bridging differences to focus on the issues that matter most. I want to remind everyone that the upcoming election is on Tuesday, November 5th. Fifth Ward voters, your polling place is Aldine School, located 339 West Webster Avenue, using the Myrtle Avenue entrance. Early voting will be taking place throughout the county from Saturday, October 26th through Sunday, November 3rd. For those using mail-in ballots, a secure drop box is available at the Union County Emergency Services Building at 535 Laurel Ave. I can be reached at jrabine@rosellepark.net, 862-236-0019. Mayor, Roselle Park, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Signorello.
So I also want to just remind everybody this October, my mother passed of complications of breast cancer in 2014. And Jay, thank you for 2793 for your effort on that. And just to remind the fire department, we had a fire call on Tuesday of a lithium-ion battery exploding in I almost said barbershop, the beauty parlor on Grant and Chestnut. It was a smaller little charging unit that you want to charge your phone up and whatever. And the folks in there did a good job. They used the extinguisher, all went well. Fire department, hazmat came, but it was a smaller lithium-ion battery. And the fire department had a busy Monday in Conjon to that accident on Clay Avenue. That was a car that flipped, and the members of the fire department did an awesome job on removal of the patient. It was in front of the park appliance. So other than that, just remind folks, check your batteries, make sure you have your carbon monoxide detectors and your smoke detectors. On that, you know how to get a hold of me, Joseph J. Signorella at rosellepark.net. That's the end of my report.
Cool. Thank you, Councilman. Two things, one very tactical and one kind of macro level. The Rupa thing's okay to mention? Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I love our guy Rupan Shah. Unfortunately, he was in an accident earlier this week. He is recovering and well, but it has been a loss this week. Not the least of which a logistical scramble for a bunch of things. Hopefully, did you talk to Ken today? Okay, good. All right. But Rupen, if you were watching, first off, why are you watching this? You should be doing something more fun. Second off, we wish you a good recovery, and we miss you, buddy, and glad that you are okay. Second thing, I also want to talk about the election. I'm happy that the turnout's looking really good this year. I encourage you guys to come out. I'll be out and about that day. I usually take the day off. But I never really talk about like national politics, but I'm sick to my stomach over the last couple of weeks, and I just feel like it's really important to bring some of these things locally. I think Jay brings up a good point. Like, yeah, there are differences between Republicans and Democrats, right? And I've had Republicans up here, we've had Democrats up here. Don't know who's going to win the presidential election. Probably know who's going to win the state of New Jersey. But like, I really cannot stress how disgusting the rhetoric has become, and how I think we need to understand that locally for whoever's watching this. Make it clear, like down home, like how disgusting and how scary it is when we talk about, people being persecuted and particularly sought after with military or police or whatever means. Everybody knows, whether you're a Democrat, you probably know a Democrat. There's a lot in Roselle Park. And the thought that any political enemy would be gone after just because of their party is something that, like, if that's something you get behind and that's something that you can stomach, then I think you really need to look yourself in the mirror. There's a lot that Democrats do wrong. There's a lot that Republicans do wrong. But the idea that somebody should be targeted just because if they're blue or they're red or green or whatever is just, it's stomach turning. And it shouldn't be part of the rhetoric, and it shouldn't be welcome here, and it shouldn't be welcome in the United States of America. We should aspire to be better, right? We are the beacon on the hill, as Ronald Reagan said, and it's a Republican who I look up to a lot. So I hope you guys think about that if you're watching that, right? Like, you may have strong beliefs, you may have a preferred candidate, but you probably know somebody who disagrees, and the thought of them being attacked, being considered the enemy within is really, really stomach turning, and I think should give anybody pause about that. So sorry to get heavy, but, and I don't think it matters here in Roselle Park, right? I mean, again, state of New Jersey's been blue for a very long time, but I think it's something that all of us locally should reflect, because it's very unsettling to me. And even if it's a joke or even if it's hyperbole, it doesn't belong in the mouths of people who are running for our highest offices. So rant over. If you want to talk to me about something fun instead, like trees or potholes, you can email me at mayorsig@rosellepark.net. Other than that, I will have a motion to open up the public portion on any subject matter.
So move.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, if you want to come up. Yep.
Edward Selecki at 26C Colfax Manor. First, I agree 1,000% with you. I mean, I've been attacked not attacked, but, people just come up to me and they say, who you want to vote for? When you tell them, all of a sudden, your best friend becomes your worst friend.
Yeah.
It's just to the point whereas I think the best thing to do is keep it to yourself.
I'm just shutting up and vote. Well, you guys probably guess who I'm voting for, but.
No, but I'm just saying, keep it to yourself, and, otherwise, there's just going to be all fights happening, both Republican and Democrat.
Yep.
It is sad to say that this is the divided country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it is the United States. Everybody should be united as one.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We all salute the flag at the beginning of this meeting, right?
Right, of course.
Yep.
So I agree 1,000% with you, but like I said, when it comes to politics, I don't talk to no friends about it. I don't talk to family about it.
Yep.
Because it'll just start a war,
Yep.
because everybody has their own belief. Respect it. That's how I look at it,
Yep.
But getting back to ordinance 2789.
Yep.
I know I got 4 minutes. Okay, what was the outcome of it? Because that kind of went over my head for a second.
Yeah, so there is no decision being taken tonight. There will assume, if council chooses to take it back up again in November, there will be a decision then. I think ultimately and I won't speak for Jay or any council, but I believe all of these spots are reviewed annually. So I think since it's so late in the year, I think we're just going to wait on the police's recommendation and then discuss all of them as a whole, whether or not to be renewed annually, because we're in November, right? So if we're reviewing them all at the end of the year, might as well. Jay, is that an accurate summation, or am I?
Yes, and there's a couple other things to add, too. I did host a meet and greet at Colfax Manor. I did speak with Mr.
Yeah, I spoke to you.
I also did meet with a few other residents, and there's a compromise. And I want to make sure that Chief Reno is back so we could all discuss this.
Okay.
Okay.
Because another thing, I came to this meeting tonight thinking that there was going to be a resolution to this problem, and I see they must have all known that there was way ahead of time, because I didn't know, but none of them showed up.
I don't think anybody, yeah, I mean, look, so we.
And believe me, they would show up. I know them.
Sure, maybe. But I guess the point is there is no, I mean, so correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, and Borough Attorney. I mean, there is no resolution, but things are still the status quo now, right? So until there's a change, you still have your spot. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Your spot is still in effect,
Okay,
so.
okay. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the only thing
They just
we can
covered
fight
Devontae
about
Adams.
is who's got a
I was wondering
Raiders,
now.
who's a Raiders fan here?
And one more question. Have you
Okay,
ever
yeah.
seen the movie Primal Fear
No, what's it? Who's in this?
with Richard Gere and Edward Norton?
Mm-mm.
No? Have you ever seen it?
No.
You did?
I
You look
think
like
so.
Richard Gere.
Kind of. I see it. I kind of see it. Yeah.
All right.
What that has to do with anything, I
That's a
have no idea.
compliment. He's
It's
a
a
good-looking guy.
compliment, okay?
He's a good-looking guy.
He's been called worse.
Thank
I've been called worse.
Thank you.
Okay.
If anybody else would like to tell anybody what they look like on the dais,
It's the hair,
feel
Mayor.
free.
It's the hair. We get in trouble for our hair, Mayor.
Yeah, I don't have height. I had to get something. Okay. Anybody else wish to come up and speak on any subject matter? Going once, going twice, 3 times. May I have a motion to close the public matter on any subject matter?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Lovely meeting, everybody.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good job.